Hello everyone, my name is Nathan and today it's time for another episode of Factorio here in our step-by-step to Megabase series. In the previous episode we finally reached a state where we can introduce robots and today we're gonna make good use of them. If we have a look at our current factory, what we're gonna build today is basically approximately the same size, which is why I wanted to introduce robots already. We're gonna have to be doing a lot of building, a lot of blueprinting, but I think first of all I just wanna remove a little bit of that forest so we can have something to work with. And now that I watched Avatar, this feels absolutely horrendous. Either way, we're gonna be needing 3 oil refineries and a whole bunch of chemical plants. Let me think. At least 1 to change heavy oil into light oil, and then about 3 more for light oil to petroleum. And then I think I'm gonna be needing even 4 more in order to build plastics. Now, while this is crafting in the background, I can already tell you what we're going for, and that is obviously the next science pack here, the production science pack. And we do have a lot of things queued up here. However, essentially what I'm gonna try to do is do this without modules. I think this is just gonna make things a lot easier. We will have more machinery, of course, without the speed modules, but I think overall we're just gonna finish all the science packs without the involvement of modules. Good, then let's get things started by bringing over the oil, and we want to get started with oil refineries. So let me just add enough space, I don't know, just a little something here. Yeah, that seems about right. And then we bring the oil all the way to here. This is where it would continue, though I don't even know if we do need to continue it. Let's set the advanced oil recipe. There is a slot for water as well. And now let's see, if we are lucky, we can just go ahead and bring this along here. Yeah, looks about right. So if we did something like that, then I can easily hook up the water as well to the oil refinery. Maybe also give this a little bit of power, just like that, and it can already go for it. Now we get those 3 ingredients, the 3 liquids, or I guess one of them is a gas. So I guess before we do anything else, let's just make sure we have 3 of these refineries. Copy over the recipe, give this some power, and then we also extract all the liquids. So this would be for the petroleum, then 1 over for the light oil right there, and then another 1 over is gonna be for the heavy oil. So now we can just hook them up like so. Should theoretically be working. Of course, also not forget about the oil. We need to introduce oil, and the water would be going right here as well. Oh yeah, hook you up and hook you up as well. Good, now we have 3 oil refineries going for it. Let's set up a chemical lab, and I think the first thing I'm gonna do is just add a heavy oil cracking to light oil recipe. The thing is, we're not gonna be needing that much heavy oil and light oil. We mainly need the petroleum to produce plastics. So the solution would be to crack it down from heavy oil to light oil, and then of course to petroleum. There we go. We now also got access to water, and that is good. The light oil, I think I want to take directly and input it into 3 machines. Let's leave a space in between, and they're going to be set to light oil cracking to petroleum. Naturally, they also get a little bit of power. That's good. Let me craft more power poles. And then I guess a bunch of lights would not be the worst of ideas here. But let's get this hooked up here. That would be the light oil. Yeah, this needs to be going into the chemical labs, into all of them using underground pipes. And then we also need to hook it up to water, which we can do right here. So let's do that, and that. And that is gonna give me access to water. All of these can now crack down. Now it would be nice to see a connection here to the light oil as well, so we can have this hooked up. The heavy oil is already going into the machine, so all we need to connect now is the petroleum, I'm assuming. Could we maybe arrange something like this? I don't want this to be too much in the way, but we could lead the petroleum out this way, and then it can just move into these machines easily. That looks about right. Now we have 4 more chemical labs that I'm gonna be using to build plastics. So what if we added 1 here, another 1 there? Actually, that doesn't make sense. Or wait, it might make sense. So I can hook this up. Let me just set this to plastic for a brief moment, and then we're gonna extract the plastic here onto a belt in the center. All we would need is a little bit of coal to complement this. But we can introduce the petroleum like so and so. Very easy. Oh, Wait, what's happening here? Ah, we got a pipe in the way, but I guess we don't necessarily need to serve this slot, so we can just dive down and up again, and this machine here will also be served with petroleum. Good, now the only things that are missing are the belts to actually feed these machines. And I think if we do this a little bit smarter here with the piping, I mean, we can do this, and then we have a little bit of space to do the coal insertion. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here, bring this like so. The coal would be introduced right here and right there. Now, this is still a little bit in the way here, this piping. Maybe I can do a little something here. This doesn't necessarily need to be beautiful in terms of piping. It just needs to work. And then right here is where we are gonna introduce the coal. Same thing on the other side. And I'm guessing I best introduce it here, and then we're just gonna split it up, hop over this line that is gonna be coming down with the plastic. Very nice. Now, in order to supply this with coal, I think we're just gonna go with a new coal line. And if we have a look at over here, yeah, I'm gonna be needing lots and lots of materials. For instance, 52.5 iron plates per second. That is nearly 2 full red belts. And then also the copper plates, it is more than a single yellow belt. So that means I'm basically interested in copying over one of these constructions here, all the way down to the fire pole and everything. And now I'm just gonna line this up roughly, and then I'm gonna try to make my way over so we have it roughly in the same spot. Just leave a little bit of space for the tracks, and there we go. We are now building with the robots our blueprint, and I don't have to think about anything anymore. I just have to grab the materials. Like for instance, we're going to be needing lots of fast transport belts, but also the slower ones, we're going to be needing them. We're going to be needing lots of normal and long-handed inserters. It's just an absolutely amazing dream to build with robots. Even if they are very slow in the beginning, they are still much faster than me placing everything by hand and potentially even make a mistake. Let's also grab some power from over yonder. Very nice. And we basically just have to introduce the materials now. This is going to be so much less of a pain than previously. Another thing we can do is open the blueprints menu with B, and I already made myself a deconstruction planner. Basically, I dragged the deconstruction tool inside of here, and then I right-clicked it, and I only set it to deconstruct trees and rocks. This is going to allow me to take the deconstruction planner and deconstruct everything above a certain area, but it will only dig away the plants and rocks. So that is extremely useful, I have to say. But now we need materials, so we're gonna grab them from here. You see, some of the robots are now building stuff that I totally missed out. Anyways, it's now time to drag 2 lines of iron upstairs, and then right here is gonna be a 3rd line, but it's gonna be copper. Let me actually move this out of the way a little bit. Copper would be hopping over here. Same deal with the coal, but it needs to go even further. So now I can bring these guys out. We then take 1 copper line and bring that out as well. And lastly, I'm gonna be needing the coal line here as well. Now, where's my stone? Stone is the next thing, but I think we can bring this from below. So we already have the lines that we require. 2 red belt iron lines, 1 with copper and 1 with coal. So why don't we go ahead and just bring this all the way over, like all of these lines need to go. And then as for the coal, I don't think we actually need that much coal. Yeah, I'm just gonna do it with a yellow belt in this case. Good, time to move this all the way over with all the lines here. This is so convenient. Take some cliff explosives to get rid of these guys. And now all we have to do is introduce the coal right in this spot. And I guess we also want 1 line of iron. Yeah, that makes sense. So you go there, and the iron is going to be introduced right here. We seem to be missing some power poles, but check this out. We're now already smelting up the iron. It will eventually be combined right here onto a belt. Actually, I might have to do this a little bit further away. Yeah, let's do this the very last. For now, what I want to see is my coal moving on into this line. That's exactly where we need it. Also, great thing is if you build blueprints over nature, the robots are gonna mine out everything that is in the way for you. But either way, this is my coal line. I'm just gonna be bringing it up here, and then eventually this is gonna be my plastic line here. Oh, there we go. Plastic is already incoming. How wonderful. How absolutely amazing. We might have to upgrade the coal inserters, not sure. Either way, what we definitely have to do is copy this over 1 or 2 more times. Yeah, let's just probably do it 2 more times. So that's 1 and 2 more. And now my robots can go ahead build this for me. We can also keep going here with the coal. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna place this here and then turn around with this guy, continue with you, and it needs to go into the second smelting column. And then we just do the very same thing for the last one. So more coal. This is in the way here. Go. Coal is gonna be coming this way, no problem. We can also grab the second iron line that will be going into here, and then we're grabbing the copper line that will be going into the last smelting column, of course, just like that. No, I'm running out of belts. Give me belts. Yes, also some of you, and I'm gonna be needing more of you. That seems about right for now. Oh jeez, I'm so glad I made the robots before actually building the next science pack. It's gonna be a big one, and the last science pack is gonna be even crazier. Looks like not all trees will be removed here, so I'm gonna do that myself wherever I feel like they are in the way. Also, my power armor can keep up. We're still at 62% charge, even though we just built 3 smelting columns, and of course there's gonna be some downtime after that. We're gonna be moving our materials towards the left side here, so I'm guessing what we can do is already try to connect these. I'm just gonna combine them like so. So that means this next one would be going here, joining with you, and this next one here would be going there, joining with you. Let's go ahead, let the robots build the rest of this construction, and then we should be golden. I'm gonna be needing some more power poles. And then we might even need more furnaces. On the map, it's also very easy to see which things I haven't built yet. So this is another thing that is way more convenient when you actually have robots, because then you know what you're missing. Okay, looks like we have built everything, and we now have access to 1 line of copper and 2 lines of iron. So very, very convenient. I'm just gonna go ahead, get rid of some of that forest here that is in the way. And of course, these cliff explosives, get those out of my sight. Let's maybe now have a look at the recipe here. We're going to be needing rails, electronic furnaces, and productivity modules, which means we're going to be needing lots of advanced and normal circuits. We're going to be needing steel and stone bricks. That's another thing. And finally, for the rail, we need additional iron sticks and stones. Ooh, geez. So there will be a lot to consider. And I think what I want to do is get started with the steel smelting. We're going to be needing lots and lots of furnaces. Look at that. At least 66, which is just absolutely insane. But that's just how it goes in Factorio. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be copying over 33 or 34 of these furnaces. And we're gonna paste them right here. I think that's gonna be good. Maybe have that at the very same spot here. Yeah, I think that's gonna work out. Oh, actually, hang on. Let me undo that. Control Z. Yeah, undo that. I want to Control V again, but this time we're gonna rotate it around because I want the steel to actually travel down if possible. Say we leave a little bit of space at the top here, and if I paste that right there, I think that's gonna work. Now I can simply introduce some iron into the mix there, and what we can also do is hijack this coal source in order to get the necessary coal for the smelting. Good, that is now 34 furnaces. We're gonna paste the very same thing again in order to have at least the amount we wanted. So you go right there. Oh yeah, that is gonna be plenty to build. And all we have to do is connect these lines right there. We might want to split up this coal source here and then also feed this second system here. Yeah, I like that. And we can still continue all the other lines. We need to connect these 2 iron lines. Oh, actually, this needs to be upgraded, of course. We need a fast one. We might have to continue the iron line here as well. I'm not so sure yet. We'll have to see about the ratios in a second. But for now, I need more materials, inserters, I need more belts. Just completely and utterly ran out. But I can easily continue my copper line here as well, and we still have all the lines together. The only thing that I'm missing is the plastic that I can grab from here quite easily. Now, honestly, as for the steel, we can probably downgrade the output here with normal belts, the yellow one. And we're gonna do that on either side there. Because if we have a look at the amount of steel we're getting, it's 8.3, which is less than a yellow belt. And so we don't have to be too wasteful with everything. We can then easily go ahead and just connect all of these lines together, maybe with a couple of splitters to merge them. So right here, there, and we have all the 4 lines together. Very nice. I believe this has been everything in terms of smelting. No, that's actually a lie. We still need access to stone. Maybe, just maybe, we can do this in a sneaky way. I'm just gonna go ahead and grab some stone from over here. Now, this can also be done with normal belts, I think. Yeah, let's bring this over and out. And then somewhere here, I'm just gonna move it up. Why not? It's going to be going up here, over, and then maybe somewhere at this point, we want to use it to smelt up stone bricks, which I believe should be easily doable. So I have 2 of you here, 2 of you there. How many do I need? I think 6. Yeah, 6 might be enough. Let me see. 6. Okay, and then we might be able to split this up here. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good idea. Split up the coal so I can also move it to the last machine there. And all we have to do for this copper is move it out 1 more block right there. Good stuff. Give this a little bit of power. That should be good. And then long-handed and normal inserters for the materials. Nice. Materials are shipped out the other way. I will be collecting them on a belt here. And then I guess we can continue the production chain. But now we definitely finished everything that has to do with smelting for the production science pack. Let's continue with the circuits. Let's check out the ratios. We're going to be needing 13 assemblers Mark II with just copper cables, and that is going to give us an output of 38 cables. So that is more than 1 red belt. We kind of have to keep that in mind. We're going to be needing 6 assemblers to craft the electronic circuits and then 27 in order to build the advanced circuits. And of course that is all without the speed modules. Well, I would say we're gonna get things started right here with pairs. Hold on. Do I want to introduce this here? I think so. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the easiest. So you guys will be creating some cabling. We extract the cabling out the other side and then we just do another set of these, right? I can just flip this around with F and then place it. And now this would be our first output belt right there. Okay, I think we can already start and hook this up. The copper would continue right here and go down at this spot as well. And then we can have a third set because we needed 13 of these machines, right? So we'll have something like this. Cliff, go away. And that would be our next output right here, going towards the other side. However, this time I think we're just gonna combine it here in the center. So this will be coming this way. I guess we just go down, move over here and connect these 2 lines with a little splitter there. So far so good. The next thing would be to introduce the electronic circuit. So we also need access to iron, which I think I'm gonna lead through here. Yeah, this is actually perfect. Ooh, let me actually think about this a little bit further. Just how many cables do we need here? 25 per second just to build the electronic circuits. Yeah, we'll have to make use of both of these lines. So what if we split this up even further and then the first line here I'm gonna take over? Or it might be even wiser to take the second line. Let me maybe first grab the iron. It's gonna be clearer once we have access to that. So you do something like that and you will be going straight. Okay, and now I can just move over here. This is good. You hop over and then I have the space for this line to go down. We bring this over once, over twice, and now we have access to the iron as well. So the iron would be tagging along here, while one of the copper lines, this one here, is also tagging along. This is then going to allow me to place these 6 machines, all of them responsible for electronic circuits, give you a little bit of power. We need some fast-handed inserters for the copper cables, and then I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I can pull these out with normal inserters, but we'll have to see. We're also going to be needing the long-handed inserters, obviously, and then this can just continue. Now, let me see. We need to use up the copper cables in a meaningful way. So I think I'm just going to serve half of these guys with the copper cables of the first belt, and then we're going to be using the second belt here to serve the rest of them. So you go over there and over here. Actually, this adds up perfectly. So I can just bring these along here. And now we have 2 separate belts serving these machines. The rest is just the iron that is necessary. Good. Then I believe for the advanced circuits, I would like to combine the copper cables and the electronic circuits. Copper cables is just below 15, which I can do with half a red belt, and then the electronic circuits as well. So let's say we go all the way down here, and then we also want to bring the cables onto this line. This should be fairly easy if we just do... Again, this should be fairly easy if we do that. Okay, so now we should be able to get started with a whole bunch of assemblers responsible for advanced circuits. And I think we will be able to serve them with normal inserters. Wait, we are missing something. Yeah, I need to move this over. So we're gonna cut it out and move it one block to the left. The thing is, I totally forgot about my plastic. We're gonna be needing plastic. Yeah, sure, we can add it right there. This should be fairly straightforward. You come here, you go there. And then I guess we just move over here. Yeah, and we can serve the machines as well. Good, so we need 27 of these machines. I think we're gonna do 13 in a row and then just turn around. That seems to be reasonable. So if I copy this over, we should already have 12 like this. Also, before I forget, long-handed inserters are required for this one as well. But let's keep going here with our 2 lines. And then as of this point, to not waste too much space downwards, we're gonna wrap it around and go upwards again. And then we have plenty of space here in the center to actually collect the circuits. I think I'm just gonna go with 14 down and 14 up. This is gonna be one too many crafting assemblers, but we're gonna be just fine. I'm gonna copy this over one more time, flip, and then we just place it at the same spot, mirrored right there. Nice, this is looking very good. All we have to do, grab these 2 lines and turn them around so they serve the left side as well. Do the same thing here with the circuit and the cabling, and that should be the end of the story. We get lots and lots of advanced circuits now. We can take care of the next thing. Let's get rid of these as well. Can I resupply on that? Yeah, look at that. We got way more cliff explosives ready for us. Good. What is the next thing? I'm gonna be needing some iron sticks, just 2 assemblers, so I think I might be able to add them right here if I just leave enough space and we do something like that. This can be iron sticks. Copy that over. Gonna add the materials here, extract them out to the other side, and then a yellow belt should be enough. And then just replace this with a bigger pole. Yeah, looking good. Now we have the steel ready here, the iron sticks, and that is probably everything we need for a bunch of rails, apart from the stone. The stone we have access to here at the bottom. I think I'm gonna be using that. Go up. Let's see, I'm gonna be bringing the sticks over a little bit. Now, this is not gonna be very organized, but at least we have an easy way to combine the steel and the sticks together, and then we just do a little something like that. Yeah, I can see this happening. So now I need 4 assemblers to build the rails. I think I want to leave enough space here at the top, but there we go. There are 4 assemblers, rails. Hook these up as well, and now they are going to be needing these 3 materials, so that seems to be okay. Use some inserters here to get these in, including long-handed ones on the sides. Okay, and now they happily started to craft, but I don't think we can actually keep up with just 1 long-handed inserter. So I'm going to be adding 2 for each machine here, and that also means we have to replace some of the power poles here with larger versions. These rails are then going to be connected together and combined on 1 line. The next machine we can build are the electronic furnaces. We have stone bricks, we have steel plates, we have advanced circuits. The circuits are right here. They will be coming from this side. I'm not so sure. Let me get this started right here. So imagine these would be the furnaces. I need access to steel plates and stone bricks. We have the steel plates here. The stone bricks are coming from this side. Oh, okay, that might actually work out. If we just move this over here, I think we're gonna be good. All we need is a filter inserter. We place that right here, and if we filter out the steel, give me steel right there, it should be landing on the right side of the belt, which is exactly what we need. So we have those 2 materials now, but I'm still missing the electronic circuits, so we're gonna be moving this 1 block down. So we have the space for electronic circuits right there. They will be moving in from the other side. Let's maybe do this right away. I can sneak out right here, but we're gonna do this with yellow belts. I just needed the red one to be able to hop a little bit further. But if we bring this all the way up here, then we have these lines connected. I like that very much. Get all of these inserters going as well as long-handed ones. And now furnaces can be crafted, though it still looks like we are going to need multiple inserters for this to be crafting all the time. So just get 2 long-handed inserters and then maybe improve these guys here with a fast one, extract them with a normal one. Okay, what else are we missing? I totally forgot again. The productivity module, of course. However, that should be fairly easy since we have the electronic circuits and we also have the advanced circuits ready. So my suggestion would be to just set up another set of 3 machines, 3 times 2. Set this to productivity module. The last one here is not going to be convenient, but we can make it more convenient by first going out here. Yeah, that seems about right. Just connect this like so. Now we can do our usual spiel with normal and long-handed inserters. Very nice. That should be working out as well. All of these guys are starting to craft and we can extract the modules as the last part that we need for the science pack. That means we now have the rails here and then furnaces, and then that will be the productivity module. Let me see, is there a way for me to conveniently put this on the other side? I guess we could do something like that and then just connect this up like so. And this way we have furnaces on the right side of the belt and then the productivity module on the left side of the belt. We also have access to the rails right there. And these here are all the 3 materials we need to produce our science packs. How wonderful. Now, originally I intended to build this right here, but seeing just how many machines we're gonna require, this is not possible. Like 10 machines, it's not gonna be convenient. Or is it? I really wonder. Could we fill up this place? This would be great. Let's say we get started right here. This would allow us to place 6 machines. No, I don't like it. What if instead of going down, we went over first? Let me try that. And then right here, we go up first and move along. What if we added all of these machines next to each other and then went down? Okay, that might actually work. That's 4 machines. So like that, it would be 8 and we can do 9 and 10. Now we only have to somehow bring this down. Oh, wait, I need to move this down 1 more block. So we would be getting them out of here. This would be the science packs, and the materials need to be brought down below to feed the machines from the other side here as well. Just also need some long-handed inserters here, and on the other side we can then add some of these power poles. This is pretty much taking care of everything, and then all we have to do is get these science packs onto a belt. Yeah, sure, that seems reasonable to me. We can now drag these lines down. Just gotta be careful that I actually have enough space to do so. Yeah, I mean, that looks about right to me. You hop over here and then hop over there as well. We bring these down and now we also have access to the rails. And just like that, we now are building the productivity science pack. Oh yes, give me more. But then the crafting time is also extremely long, which means we might even have enough time to take care of the rails with just 1 inserter. As a matter of fact, we seem to be able to do it. Also looks like we are not getting the steel plates quickly enough here for the rails, which we can easily fix by upgrading the inserters there. And we just created our first productivity science pack 13 hours and 14 minutes into the game. Good, I would say all we have to do is now bring this back to our science station, and I wonder, could I hop over here? That would be extremely convenient. No, but I could hop here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be doing that. So the science packs are gonna be moving here, and then I guess as of this point we just continue with the packs. We need, oh, that was a little bit close, but I just need to bring these all the way over to our current science labs, and I think I'm gonna be expanding this a little bit. Let me think about that. What if we moved all of that? So I'm just going to be moving this one over, and then I'm going to be moving the last row one over as well. So we have 1 space in between the science labs. And then all of my robots should be taking care of that. We need to expand this line here as well. Yeah, I think we're going to be needing some additional power poles here, but that should be good now. We still have access to both belts. And then we're going to set up a new belt right here with the new science pack. Now, it might be a good idea to already bring them on one side of the belt, so we then have the space for the last science pack. And just like that, we can now also introduce them sideways into the laboratories, just like we did before. There's just going to be a couple more inserters involved. Great, we did it. Let's dive back into research. We're gonna unlock automation 3 right away. but we are now doing it again. Our laboratories are functional, and that means the entirety of the factory is gonna kick in. But check this out, just as promised, we are using approximately the same space here as we used for the first 4 science packs, which is absolute insanity. But as long as we conserve everything with our current stations, we should be okay. Now let's check out what's potentially going wrong. Like for instance, I'm missing the stone, but that is an easy fix. Yeah, there we go. That was a silly little mistake that I didn't fix. And now if we just wait for a couple of minutes, everything should kick in, and we're gonna be noticing the bottlenecks such as this belt right here. Yeah, look at that. I totally used the wrong splitter there. Needs to be an upgraded one, and that is much better now. Now we have everything in the green except these advanced circuits. They need to be served a little bit better. Looks like we're running into bottlenecks with these guys as well, because they need 2 fast inserters, but we do have stack inserters, so if we just replace all of the blue ones here with stack inserters, we should be fine as well. So if I replace this guy here, then we should be seeing an improvement here in terms of downtime, or actually no downtime. Nice, this is looking much better already. You can see now the circuits are in the green. It's just the last 2 machines, but they are being served as we speak. And now the advanced circuits are also coming in at a increased frequency, which means the last furnace machine also gets them. Now mind you, we always went with the rounded up version of how many machines we require, which means in certain places we're going to be producing a little bit more than is necessary. For instance, these guys here, the furnaces, I only needed 2.2 machines. That means one of these machines is always going to be on a little bit of a downtime. So not all red is necessarily bad. And the same thing counts for these guys. I do have like 2 machines too many of the advanced circuits, or at least 1. Which means the last 2 won't be served as frequently. But yeah, the best indication is always to have a look at how many science packs we produced here. For instance, 66 per minute, which is exactly our goal. Well, sometimes it will drop below, sometimes above that number. Automation 3 is finished. Holy cow, now we can run through the research. Though there's not much to actually research until we have to make the utility science pack. But I guess until then, stuff like inserter capacity bonuses are going to be extremely useful. Great, I would say with that out of the way, we are ready to wrap up today's episode. I'm going to be observing this for a tiny bit more before we then move on to the last science pack, which honestly might actually require us to get some more raw resources before we do anything else. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next episode. Bye bye.